Hi and welcome to WEH Videos. My name is Skip and this is a short video for you folks who went ahead and built a 3D cockpit for the Dash 8 that I've been using for a demonstration on how to build a 3D cockpit. And if you were like me, you ended up with instruments like this, oval shaped. Now I know that's a little frustrating. So today I want to show you how you can straighten this out, and it won't really take a whole lot. We're just going to do a little bit of work on the cube in Blender. So let me show you. So here we are back in Blender. Now I hope you guys saved your Blender file, because that's how we're going to modify this. We're going to go up to File, Open, and I've already got to the right place here. So I'm in the XPlane Dash 8 and I have my .blend files. So I'm going to open up the airplane, and here we are. So we go around, we take a look. Now I'm holding the scroll wheel down so we can move around a little bit, and you can see where the cockpit is right now. And if you look at it, you notice it's a cube. Every side is the same. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to stretch out the cube a little bit, and that should take care of the problem. So since last working with Blender, I've learned some things that I wish I knew earlier, and probably would have helped you guys too, because we could have avoided some steps. So what I found out, let me just get the side view, 3 key, and what I noticed is, and I knew there was a way to do this, but I couldn't figure it out, it would be nice just to get rid of the airplane now. We only need that for positioning the cubes. And lo and behold, up in here we have checkboxes, and I can uncheck that. And now all we have is the cube. So remember in the other video I drug it down here so we could see what's going on? Well, that's not necessary. We're just going to get rid of that airplane, and it's always going to stay in the same place relative to our cube, so it doesn't matter. So here's our cube. Now I'm going to hit, well, let me center it a little bit here. And now I'm going to hit the 1 key, and here's the view. And when we scroll in, we can see that it has an oblong shape to it, and we want to get rid of that. So what we're going to do is scroll in and make it a little bit bigger so we can watch the shape here. Now we're going to make sure we have the cube selected so it's got the orange or yellow border around it, and now we're going to come over here to the scale key. We're going to hit scale, and now we have a red and a blue. So when we grab this little red, when we just click on the red, that's going to scale it horizontally. So let's do that. We're going to grab that red, and we're just going to move it out and just watch the instruments until we get them where we want. Well, obviously too far. So we're just going to scale this, like so. That looks pretty good, and we're done. So now we're going to zoom out. Let's just take a look at the cube. All right, now you can see it's a little bit wider. We haven't changed any of the other dimensions. And so now we're going to hit the 3 key. And let's just move it over here. And we'll come back up here to the Dash 8. And we're going to click that. And we can see where it's positioned now. Now holding down the scroll wheel again, we can see we have it positioned. Now obviously this is going to make a change in the airplane when we do this. So I'm just going to leave it here, and I'll readjust the position of this cube. If necessary, we'll do that in Plane Maker. So let's go to our little XPlane tab here, the little teardrop, and we're going to export the object. Because we've reshaped it and done things to it, we have to get a new object. And now we're going to go into Plane Maker and make adjustments there. So I've already loaded the airplane. You guys should know how to do that by now. So now we're going to go to Standards, Miscellaneous Objects, and here's our Dash 8 cockpit object. And we're going to come over here and we're going to clear that. And we're going to close this, and we're just going to go File, Save. Now I'm doing this just so I can eliminate any possibility that things didn't get changed. In fact, I'm going to reopen the airplane just to make sure. We're going to save those changes, and we're going to open up the little dash guy again. Probably don't need to go through all this process, but I just like to make sure that nothing is going to go wrong. All right, so we're going to go back to Standards, Miscellaneous Objects, and we're just going to come down here to the bottom. We're going to go Add, and then we're going to go find our object again, right? We click on the little thingy there, and we're going to go to Objects. We're in the right airplane. Discard, yep. Okay, so we're going to go to Objects, and Date Modified. Here's our object, and that's today's date, so we're looking good. We're going to open that up, and then remember we need the cockpit and the high resolution. And we come up here and go File, Save. And now we're going to open it up in XPlane and see what we got. So here we are back in XPlane. Now when we do something like this, we can't just use the developer reload current aircraft. We're going to have to reload the aircraft. And what I like to do is open up a different airplane and then come back to this one, just because I want to make sure that I just don't have something not taking place when I made the correct correction, but it's just not showing up. So I'm going to open up another airplane, and then I'm going to come right back to this. All right, we've got it reloaded, and obviously the cube is in a different position. So let's just back out and see what we have. Well, that's not too bad. There's still a tiny bit oval. We could go back into Blender and stretch that cube out a little bit more. But I think this is good enough. So all we really need to do now is to go back into PlaneMaker and adjust the viewpoints to get it where we want. And you guys already know how to do that, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But let's go back to Blender for just a second here, and I want to make some suggestions to you. Notice when I went to File, Open, we're going to save these. I have two Blender files here. I can make these changes and save them with a different name. When you want to make a change like this, let's just say we decided, okay, I'm going to change this, and you didn't like the change. Well, then you got to change it back to where it was, and now you're going back and forth. If this little effort we went through here didn't work, I could always go back to my backup Blender file, which has everything right where it was before, and then all I had to do would be come over here and export it again. So when you're making changes like this, save them with a different name, and always have one you can go back to when things really get out of hand. That'll save you an awful lot of time and frustration. And one more thing that might help you, we've got these little circles up here, and these are different views. So we have, I don't even know what these views are, but when you click through them, obviously that's a wireframe view, but this is how I was able to actually see what was in the cockpit, was selecting one of these. So that's what you want to be switching back and forth to if you want a different view to see what's going on with your airplane. So that's it for this little video on how to stretch out your instrument panel on your brand new 3D cockpit. So I hope this helped you, and I hope you weren't too frustrated if you went through this process and saw those oval instruments. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please click the like button. If you have any comments or have questions, please leave them. I answer them all. Thanks again for watching, and God bless.